1964, 65, I was graduating from my high school, and Vietnam was going. So actually, I had planned to join the Army, and I ended up joining the Marines on a dare. One of the guys with me dared, he bet that I couldn't make it. And as it turns out, I made it and he didn't.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I joined the Marine Corps on a dare. And,
did you ever play Truth or Dare again?
No, after that I left it alone.
Understandable. That is so inspirational, especially as we get upon Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit about that later, but I know a lot about the organization because I've been with you and supporting you all along the way. In fact, I was, as you know, here for the installation of the mural. But can you tell some of the viewers today about the MontFort Point Marines and just talk about, you know, a little bit of the history and how we got to where we are today?
Yes, well, the MontFort Point Marines was the actual first black Marines that came in the Marine Corps during World War II. They came in 1942. Now, they served throughout World War II, and then after the war, the members that came back to Detroit, once they was discharged from the Marine Corps, they decided that they wanted to join the Marine Corps League. And the Marine Corps League is the Marine Corps' veteran organization. Well, back in those days, no one even knew that there were black Marines. So they had to go through quite a challenge to even get into the Marine Corps League. And that's where they started this detachment, the MontFort Point Detachment, and named it, of course, MontFort Point, after where they had been. And we still have 3 members that are from World War II, from the original first black Marines.
I think I've sat here and ate some catfish with all of them at one time or another.
Yes, they
because on Fridays you do a catfish dinner.
Right, we have well, we were having our fish dinner on Fridays, and they normally here. Yeah.
Well, but of course, you know, because of the closing, because of the pandemic, that hasn't happened for a while. But as I recall, months ago, enjoying a meal with those members.
Yes, and so far all of them are doing fine, and they're waiting to come back. Yeah.
Well, we're going to fight this, and we're going to do it together. It's with that same valor, you know, that you all fought hard with the wars that you fought for this country. That we're going to use that same energy and enthusiasm to fight this silent killer, this pandemic, this COVID-19 coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I think you inspire us to fight hard against this disease with that same valor that you used to fight in World War II.
Yes, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take the, because it's not over. It's going to be continuing, and we don't know.
Well, I said World War II, but I meant any war that the brave men and women fought hard for, and now, you know, under the umbrella of the MontFort Point Marines, we're able to provide a community for them. And so I'm just excited about where the organization is going. And can you tell us a little bit more about you? It looks like you had built out your hall. So down when we're ready to reopen, you have a hall available here for rent, correct?
Yes, yes, we have a hall that holds about 150 people, and we've been working on it for the last couple of years, and we finally got it, you know, almost to the finish.
Nice.
So through the support of the community and everything, we finally got it there. But our many of our members are, like you were saying, from different wars. We got World War II, we got Vietnam, and we got Korea. So members from all times. And we're hoping we can get more people to come in to join.
Well, so am I, and we're going to help to get the word out about your great organization, the MontFort Point Marines, and the fact that you're here to stay, you're here for the long haul, and you got this beautiful mural as people pass by Joy Road, you know, to look at it and to admire and to think about our veterans.
Yeah, that mural was was dedicated to us during Marine Week. And the Marines that came here for Marine Week, they painted this mural, and it actually shows, it goes from MontFort Point all the way through, so it honors the past and the present, all the way.
Well, I was here for that, and it was a real honor and a privilege. And I'm glad they chose right here on the west side of Detroit for that experience and for the artwork. It's amazing what artwork can do in a community.
So this is the first year I can ever remember that we didn't do, you know, Memorial Day weekend.
And you know, I feel like you you have an obligation to do activities to support and pay tribute to our Marines and to our veterans. And so it must be a tough time, but you know, please know that we're continuing to think about all the veterans during this time.
One of the things that always sticks with me, and from my time in Vietnam and stuff, a few guys that didn't make it, a lot of times the last thing they ever said was, "Don't forget me." And that's when it comes back to Memorial Day weekend. Because you remember those guys. They, you know, a lot of them 17, 18 years old, and they know they wasn't going to make it, and they just says, "Don't forget me."
Wow, it's powerful. It's very powerful.
So that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Remembering and memorializing.
Yes. So that's why I tell so many people, it's not about the barbecue. It's about who's not at the barbecue.
Right. Wow. And those that fought so valiantly during our many conflicts to keep this country safe, we think about them during the upcoming Memorial Day and throughout the year. And we thank them for their service. And so we're going to use that same effort and that strength that we saw our soldiers to fight for this country. We're going to use that same strength to fight this virus. And I just wanted to say to District 7 residents, stay safe, stay strong, and we're going to get through this together. God bless.